people.
Good brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good Brunchin.
Good brunchin', good people. We are here, we are live. Welcome back. It's your boy, Bill the Billionaire. We are here, your favorite host, boy, Bill the Billionaire, Ace Brown, and Tamika Royale are in the building. What's good, people? Tell the people we are here. Tell the people we are here. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday. We are here. How y'all doing, my family? How we doing?
Cool. I'm off today. Hallelujah.
Hey, well, you're not really off when you're here with us. You got work to do. Okay? You got work to do. I gotta ask this question, Meek, because I know you do it. If I'm live on my my own personal page, right? How do I share that live while I'm live?
There's a little paper airplane.
But how do I don't even see it.
Oh, I don't know. Something happening.
So
when I'm live, it's sharing it. It's like sharing. Well,
it shares it. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, right? So I'm on my Instagram page, but I'm live right now. I can't even see that I'm live. Where can I go so I can share that live? You know?
Oh, I don't know. You gotta go on another phone, another page, I think.
Yeah, see, but that's not.
I know what you're saying. I'm not.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, well, thanks, guys. You guys are both amazing people.
You're gonna have to use another phone or back out. No, but then if you back out,
no, we good. We here. Hey, good brunchin'. I'm sorry, I was out here.
You got me using my brain.
I know.
Share it.
Doing good brunchin', everybody, good brunchin'. Make sure y'all share the live with your people because we are live every Tuesday right here from we're gonna say somewhere around 12-ish brunchish time. So you never know which time you're gonna get us, but we here. So
it's my fault because I'm off today and I was taking my time.
Because you always think you got more time.
Yeah.
You think you always got time, and let me tell you something, that ain't the case. But how was your Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday? Like how was it? I didn't say 420 yet, Meek, so don't go too left. But how was your Sunday?
420 was crazy.
I'm gonna ask you this question, Meek. You know, I talked to Ace. I was on my way back to Baltimore, and from Maryland, and this dude was like, "I guess it's edible time." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." This dude gonna sit here and he's like, "Oh, it's like the I think we're like golden honey crumbs or
Crunch.
Captain Crunch. You know the little Captain Crunch drink?"
Mm-hmm.
He tells me and Derek, he goes, "Yo, I took like 5 of them." So I'm like, 5?
Wait a minute, hold the fuck
So
up.
now listen, now you did the same thing. I said 5 for somebody that don't smoke. He said 5. I said, Meek, there was like this smoke.
Nah.
I go like this. I said like this.
That was like 3%.
Yes, and then look. He over here talking about like this.
High?
Oh no, let me tell you something. I said, bro, you don't need to. Don't do that.
I got more information of it. So they were sprayed. You know what I'm saying? They were sprayed infused. Yeah. So and then they were mixed in with it. Now here's the thing. I've been letting them sit for a while.
Okay, Auntie.
That's why I asked. That's why I think I asked one of y'all. I said, "Do weed expire?"
Yeah.
So they've been
weed doesn't expire, but if it's edible, yes.
No, it doesn't.
Because of the food and what it's made in.
I don't give a damn. I eat stale cereal. So I had that. But
oh my God!
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
Huh?
Oh my God.
Oh my
Let me tell you
goodness.
something. That show that I had on 420 was ridiculous.
Oh my God, you
First
crazy.
How was
of all,
that? Because I remember last year you didn't remember the show. You
I did
know.
my third.
Nope.
Uh
They
oh.
said
Uh
don't
oh.
talk about it.
That them
They said
still.
nope.
That's them
What happened in
still.
420 stays in
Yeah.
420.
Look, that's that stale edible that he eating. That's what that is. But me, how was your 420? How was your 420? You do anything different, or you just smoking like normal?
Smoke like normal. I ate an edible.
Yo,
I ate
Meek,
an
Meek,
edible.
Meek does not want us to come into her life. Okay, people. I asked Meek question. Oh, I always ask her, "Hey, Meek, how was your weekend?" She'd be like this. It was fine. And then it'd be like dead silence. Like, yo, Meek, how was your 420? Did when
My
you over here?
420
Nah,
was
don't try to
regular.
talk now.
It was regular. I
Yo, she's
worked
like this
and
every.
I smoked a lot of weed and I took an
Nah,
edible and I ate more than what I was supposed to. I'll tell you that much
we know
because
Meek. We know Meek
after
has hate.
Easter, once Easter you hit 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Easter Day, you go to Rite Aid, you go to Walgreens, you go to CVS, all the chocolates 70% off. So that's what I'll be looking forward to.
Copy. So, Ace, how long did you have these edibles?
I've had them for like a year now.
Maybe it'll clean your
But they
stomach.
were like it was broken down into bags.
Did he
So
just say he had this drink for a year?
yeah, it was like 6 or 7 bags. So I'm down to 1 now.
So you out here been hoarding edibles for years,
Yeah.
stale edibles.
So down here is not legal. So I gotta
Oh,
get
it's
it when
still
I
not
can.
legal in
Yeah,
the
it's not.
Hey,
Carolina.
it wasn't legal in Jersey all the time. People was doing.
Right. But here's the thing though. In the show
Oh.
when we had the show, they had the infused oil. We
Mm-hmm.
were in like a shed. So it was infused, like the aroma was just there. And then
Oh.
they gave out cupcakes. They gave out with your ticket, you got a blunt with your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they was just rolling it up. So everything just like from the point, everybody in there was on contact. Everybody. Just
Got to. Like Randy said edibles are dangerous, and yes, they are. But
yeah.
now,
Then
like there was
it
this
was a dude.
edible.
He came and he had like a big blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on stage. He lit that joint. I was coughing off of him lighting it.
Oh, I gotta find the cone. Yeah.
That's what I was about to look for mine because
Yo,
I
let
got
me
I
tell
got one
y'all.
that's like this big. Ace.
So this was maybe 2019, right before COVID. It's my brother Ty's birthday, and we get a huge ass suite in the Harris in Atlantic City, and we made sure it was a smoking room, right?
Oh, I remember you said
Yo, we went and got the air mattress to blow up the air mattress, the machine to blow up the air mattress. We turned that into we put the aluminum foil and we put the weed in there.
I turned it into a bong.
We
Hey,
went all. It was me, Sean, Ty, Jasmine, Darren, and I feel like it was somebody else there.
oh,
yo,
We
everybody
all
was
in
supposed to
the
be that's there because she
bathroom.
telling on y'all now.
I don't give a.
right.
We all in the bathroom. We put the towel on the bottom. Once we lit that shit, I'm gonna find the video and I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Let me tell you something. This how bad it was.
We were so it got smoky in 3.2 seconds. We put 2/8 inside the fucking thing. And we burned it. And we putting our face. We got in the freaking car to go to the strip club and we was quiet.
Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all. This show how you said y'all was quiet. Big Eli, who does not smoke, he
Oh
doesn't
my God.
drink. He was supposed to leave and head towards Tennessee. He was going to a city in North Carolina, but it's 4 hours going towards Tennessee. He called me, and I pick up. I'm like, "Yo, what up?" He said, "Yo, I'm not fucking with you ever again." I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "Yo, man, I'm so high off of contact." He said, "I was just driving. I looked. I'm in Richmond, Virginia." Oh,
Hey,
Going the total
yo.
opposite. Yo,
Poor thing.
yo, yo.
He was supposed to get there at 12. He was like, it's saying I ain't gonna get there until 4 in the morning.
Yo, let me tell you something. Now look, I'm
Oh
one of those
my God.
like, yo,
And that's just off of contact.
that's on contact. That y'all was smoked out. Y'all was smoked out.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing. But yo, like Meek is the type to where it can be 4 o'clock in the morning and y'all are high, you're cooking, you're about to fall asleep. And Meek goes, you wanna smoke?
Yo,
we was on a group call one night and we all talking. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go to bed. Everybody, yo, I'm about to go to bed. He goes like this, y'all wanna smoke? I'm like this. For what? Like, we're already high. Like, look, you know that video where the guy's like this. What is wrong? Are you okay? How much higher do you want to go?
yeah,
Like, you know, like, bro, and this is the thing is this. You're about to go to bed.
you better go to bed.
And then me gonna be like this. I didn't sleep yesterday. Yeah, because your ass was high. Bro,
there was a young dude at the show, and he was the same way. His pops was there with, like, I guess, like some lady dating. But the young dude was just chilling. He was like this the whole time. Like, even when he laughed at a joke, he'll just go. So we was like, yo, how old are you? He was like 25. We was like, yo, he's the bar of whatever else going on, right? So he was like, I was like, yo, did you get your blunt? He's like, yeah, I got mine. So I was like, you having a good time? He's like, yeah. I was like, who you here with? He's like, my pops. I was like, okay. Now his father high. His father cooked. So he like, and he a big dude. So he's like, I don't normally do this, but they came out on a date. So I was like, yo, you like hanging with your pops? He was like, and I was like, you showing. When that dude came in with the big blunt, the 25-year-old was like this. He said, I said, oh, that woke you up. So yo, he took a hit of it. And started coughing. The dude that passed to him was like, that's that good shit. He was like, yo, this is the best party ever.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo, Randy said, oh my God, I hate a woman who can outsmoke me. LOL. I'm low-key be embarrassed. See, I tell Meek all the time, it's not, Meek can't, I don't think Meek can outsmoke me. I don't think that. Meek just likes to keep smoking just for no reason. Now, if it was, excuse me, I'm talking.
No.
If I wanted to just smoke, I can just smoke. But I don't have to. She just keeps going. I can keep going too, but I don't got to do that. Like,
are you trying to
wait, hold on. Time out. You heard what he just said?
That's what I said.
He said, I don't think she could outsmoke me, but she smokes just to smoke. So what makes you
because
think
no. What I'm saying is, all right, look. If me and you is chilling and we gonna smoke, I'm gonna smoke when you smoke. We can smoke. Like, I'm never gonna be like, nah, I'm good. We chilling. I'm gonna smoke as much as you gonna smoke.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. If I smoke just to smoke, that means I could outsmoke you.
Let me.
I could smoke just to smoke, but I just don't. I choose not to.
Listen, I've seen you smoke, Bill.
Yo. Randy said, challenge.
I've seen Mika smoke. I'm gonna take the over under with me. I'm gonna take the over.
Yo, you know what happens? Do y'all really need?
I'm gonna take.
I do readings all day.
No, hey, Meek. When I say this, and you'll understand it too. Bill, if you and Meek smoking against each other, I'm gonna take Meek -2.
-2.
That means I think she could smoke 2 more blunts than you. I'm gonna take Meek -2.
Now you know. Look. Dawn said, "Do y'all need all that weed? Do y'all need all that weed?"
I don't. So this is what I tell people when it comes to me and why I smoke weed. I don't need to smoke. I smoke to calm me down because I am a spirit worker. So when I smoke, I'm like, let me calm down because I feel something or I see something. I don't need to smoke consistently, but when you do the work that I do to sit and keep me at pace and at ease, I smoke all day because this is all day. What I do is all day, all night, 24 hours. And the weed helps me a lot. I don't abuse the weed. Yeah, but now you challenge me. I'll abuse it for a challenge. Don't get it fucked up. Challenge.
Like, there's some people that smoke, like you said, this to function. You're not that. That's what you
should have had our own brunch and
yeah, I don't. Right. I don't. To I'm not gonna say I don't smoke to function because sometimes I have to. Sometimes things get so overwhelming that I'm like, okay, let me sit down and smoke so I could sit and manage and deal with the day. But to sit and say I abuse it, I don't. I don't do it for recreation.
Mm.
Mm.
I do it because I have to smoke weed. Not only does the weed calm me down and help me deal with what it is that I deal with and what I hear and see, it also keeps me calm with the real life shit. So,
Yo, Dawn
but
said,
I could out smoke Bill. I'll
no, she
accept the
can't.
challenge.
No,
I'll
she
accept the
can't.
challenge. You
No,
know
she
what I'm
can't.
saying?
We
Let's
can
do this.
test it out.
I take
Dawn's
you with the -2, Meek.
look, yo, and that means Bill's +2. So you know,
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you one thing. You want this challenge, and we're about to sit. You know what? We both gonna do the big motherfucking.
the cone. You
That's what we're
crazy.
gonna do. We're gonna
Um,
smoke that. We're gonna do that.
Dawn said, well, Meek, we need you to smoke because we need to see the ancestors. But
Hello.
the guys don't see the ancestors. Uh, Dark Skin Randy said he wants in on the challenge. So we can go
Come
ahead.
on, let's do
Listen,
it.
we
Let's
can
do
just do the
it.
smoke challenge. You know what I'm saying?
We
The
could
Good
do
Brunchin
it.
Smoke Challenge.
It
You
gotta
know,
be on a Tuesday. It gotta be on a Tuesday or Sunday.
look,
I'm
Tuesday and Sunday we're gonna do a good brunch and smoke out. A good brunch and
Boom.
smoke out. All right, we're
Let's
gonna
do
set
it.
that
I
up.
I'm with it.
I'm gonna be the judge.
Yeah, because we gonna
You
get
gotta
you
be the
still.
sober
We gonna
one.
The thing is, we'll fucking get ahead and get some shit and spray it with something. Ace of spray. I'm telling you, 2 hours 80. At least gonna be like, you don't know what y'all put in that one, but it's hard. Nah, it was just some stale
Right.
shit, just a little mold. But I remember, yo, one thing I do remember in college, because like I really didn't. I started smoking later, and that's not just to answer what Dawn said. If y'all doing cones, Bill is undefeated. Yeah, if y'all and now if you want to be smoking on some like the papers and then the backwoods and all that shit, and that got grabber, all that, nah, forget it. I'm good. I don't want none of that.
I don't
But
see.
I wasn't I don't need weed. I don't need weed, but weed does help me calm myself down because like I'm be on it. That's my when I got my anxiety, it's something that I really it helps me just chill. It slows down my thought process because the way my head goes, I'm like but then it also and it just depends on what type of weed and where I'm at. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm particular of the type of weed I smoke. I just don't smoke anything. So because I have all this high energy that I need to be able to move and be able to be creative, be focused, and do all that kind of stuff. And then it puts me into my creative space at times too, like some of my creative spaces.
Marijuana, THC. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say the THC part of the marijuana plant or the cannabis plant or however you want to call it is the best medication for ADHD people. Is the best medication for people that have ADD or something that their brain is overactive. Is good for us. That's why weed should have always been legal, but that's a whole other conversation. But weed is good for people like us that sit and have to stay in that creative mindset and has to sit and figure things out and put things together and then just overly active. I have ADHD. I have insomnia. I have all of that, and the weed helps me a lot. It just don't help me sleep.
Yeah,
That's the only thing it don't do. It just don't help me sleep.
that creative mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally, I totally agree with. That's why I gave it the thumbs up. That creative mind space because, like you said, it makes you keep
Mhm.
thinking, but it slows you down. It
yeah.
slows your.
But then you have to know too and understand what it is. They got sativa, you got indica, you have a certain percentage. Some people might not need too much THC. It's like to know what strain you have. All right. If you want more to smoke to have a body high, then you need more CBD than what you need THC. You don't want the psychoactive high. You want the body high. So you got to learn. Marijuana is just like medicine. The same way you sit and they give you a mental health medication that has chemicals in it. You got to sit and learn what it is that you're taking, right? You have to do the same thing when it comes to the marijuana. Get your prescription, figure out what it is that works with you, and start using that. But if you don't know, if you're just smoking it just to smoke, oh, I'm gonna smoke because I feel like I need energy, but you smoking this strain, you're not gonna have the energy. I should have it. Nigga, you should have read what strain that was. You understand to understand what that strain is actually put together for.
Right.
You're not gonna sit in and want energy and you're gonna go take a Zoloft.
yeah. What's the name? Well, let me go to the comments real quick. Dawn said, Meek, if you smoke a huge cone, I'm booking a reading. Like, yeah, if Meek smokes through that cone, I gotta find a cone. If Meek smokes that whole thing,
If I tell you one thing, I bet you, I'm gonna take that cone and I'm gonna smoke it all the way through, and I'm gonna do readings the whole time. I bet you them readings are gonna be
Now, hold
immaculate.
on. Are you talking
Oh,
about smoking that whole cone straight through, or
straight
throughout
through.
the day?
No, straight through. Straight through. Straight through. I'm gonna
Miko
smoke
be
it
like
straight
this.
through.
I'm getting energy from your great grandmother. But yeah, well, it's not her. It's her great grandmother. So that's your
He said we going deeper.
great
We
grandmother.
going deep, deep, deep.
Like, yo,
Yo,
you
And let me
be
tell
gonna be.
you, and Dawn is my witness. I get that deep.
Oh, I know.
I get that deep. So
Meek gonna see the future in
imagine
21
a
and
whole
65. She
album.
said. She said Meek gonna
Woo.
see the future in 2165. Brandy said facts. In this day and age, you can't trust everybody's weed, smoke everybody weed. That's a
Mhm.
fact. And then Slim Griffey said, "How do y'all feel about the THC beers, lemonades, and spritzers?"
I love it. It's an
I
edible.
like the
So
I like the ones that taste good
I
and
like the
that
ones
hit.
that taste good. Yeah, it gotta taste good. So I'm not gonna lie. You know what I did one time?
Uh-oh.
I got some vodka
Uh-huh.
and I put
The
a
THC
half
weed.
an ounce inside the vodka and we let it sit for 2 weeks. That was the best vodka I ever had in my life.
Oh, you had
We
the bag,
infused it.
the
We
refuse. Yeah,
infused the
yeah,
the vodka with the wheat.
yeah,
My cousin, she lives in Baltimore. She makes fruit juices with
mhm,
infused weed.
yeah,
It
yeah.
tastes just like regular fruit
My
juice.
my my thing about weed
Woo!
and like the reason why I'm not into edibles and all that kind of stuff. Like I've done edibles, but the only thing is the edibles, it takes time. So I don't got time. I don't got to sit here and be like, "Doo, doo, doo, doo." And then it's like
What it
finally
is
it
with the
hits.
edibles, it's not that it just hits you unexpected. It's not, it's
yep.
different when you smoke weed, it's going directly to your brain.
Yeah.
When you eat an edible, it has to be broken up in your system, from your
Oh
system
yeah.
going to your bloodstream,
That,
and that's gonna take time.
that
So it hits you
out
when
of
you least expect
nowhere.
it.
Yo, I remember, I was sitting there and one time I just started laughing for no reason because it was something that just was said.
But those be the best laughs though.
Yo, when I mean we had these laughs, yo, and to see if you're not even with nobody like just one like this, bro. Shout out to my man Ty. Rest in peace, Ty.
Rest
Me
in
and
peace,
Ty
Ty.
was on the phone, no lie, for at least 45 minutes. And the only time we spoke was in the beginning of the conversation because of whatever was said. We were so high and laughing. We laughed the whole time. You know how you try to get something in? And for 45 straight minutes. I
Yeah.
swear, there's a video of Ty telling it, yo, I've never, but that laugh, I'm talking about that stomach hurt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Then when you got that stomach hurt, that it make you weak laugh, like, nah, I need to stop. And then you just can't stop laughing. That right there is excellent. Like I
Cook.
had this joint. Oh man, I
I
had
was
this.
That is hilarious.
check this out. I was cooked in.
Those be the best ones.
I think I told y'all this before, but I was cooked in Atlanta. So cooked because I got it from Atlanta. My cousin who has lupus, she gave me some of her stuff. It was
Oh.
edibles. They were edible, but she called my joint trash. Like one time I had something else and she read the package. She was like, I wouldn't even give this to my dogs.
Oh,
She's like, let me give you something. She gave me something. That joint kicked in. You know how like if you go on like in a parking lot, it says the height max
yeah.
are. Now the average truck size, I'm talking about an SUV, is nowhere near that. I
Uh,
saw 10 feet while I was ducking down driving like this.
yo, bro. Like that. Hey, lift your head up. You're good.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
but what's one of the dumbest things I'm gonna tell you. One of the dumbest things I've ever done. Is when I was in college, playing basketball. I started smoking late, so I wasn't smoking in college, but I was at Keystone, and some dudes on my basketball team, they was all going to smoke. So it was like, yo, Bill, come on, come smoke with us, whatever. So we went to the room. Now, mind you, we got practice in the morning. This is like right before I was, and this is my freshman year. So it's like these dudes been there. I'm hanging out with the juniors and seniors on the team. So they
Mhm,
know what the ropes
mhm.
is. They know the scheming. We go in this room, we smoking. I mean, there's about 5 L's going around. We smoking, the room smoked out. We in the dorm room. Yo, all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 boom. You know my high ass is like this. huh? It's the RA. The RA comes out, turns to like nothing but smoke. So now I'm over here like this. Oh, we getting kicked out. We getting kicked out. Cause we didn't leave. I said, it's over. We're in trouble. So the dude's like, I need everybody's IDs. Da, 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 da. I go to him. I'll be like, my ID's in my room. I live upstairs. Can I go get it real quick? He goes, hurry up and go get it. Yo, I run upstairs. I grab my towel and my fucking like on my toiletry bag and run to the bathroom. I want to take a shower to get the weed spray off. This weed smell off me. So I get in the shower. I'm taking the shower. Next thing you know, I look down and I say, fuck. I still had on all my clothes.
Oh my God.
I still had on all my clothes. So this man had the sweatshirt on and I got soap on it. I'm like this. I'm trying to relax like, nigga, I said, fuck. So now I'm running down the hall, soaked with clothes, right? My roommate in the room sleep. So, mind you, I take all my clothes off in there. I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm not going back down there. Yo, all of a sudden, I hear a bang, 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 bang at my door. Yo, I had all my clothes up. I jumped, like my closet was right here. I jumped behind my closet in this caddy corner. So I was hidden behind the closet. I told my roommate, answer the door. Nigga, they answered the door. They was like, yo, Bill here? And it was these girls that was in the room. I was like, that's you! They was like, you little bitch, you ain't come back? Yeah, all three of them chicks, they all got kicked out. Yo, next day at practice, coach, he found out because the dude that was under ours, he was what's his name? His soccer coach. So you know the word got out. Yo, that's one of them practices you don't have no basketball. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be my last time smoking with y'all.
Everybody running.
And nigga, that's the dumbest joint I've ever joined.
So I remember being I don't know what we was at a frat brother of mine. He had passed away. Funeral, and this was the first time I ever got high off of an edible. Any other time, I've been high one time before that, but I smoked one. But this is the first time I ever got high off an edible. We're in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. So my dude, who's an avid known smoker, I don't know why I didn't listen to him. I was like, yo, I'm hungry. He was like, I got a cookie if you want one. Like, I got, and I'm like, word, let me get some cookies, yo. I'm not paying it no attention. So he goes and gets it out of his bag. I should have known because it was in like a Ziploc bag, but it was crumpled up. I should have known. I took the biggest piece that I could find and just chomped. He's like, no. I'm like, what? It's chocolate chip cookie. He's like, that's an edible. I said, why would you do this to me? You already know. Yo, you know I don't even smoke. He was like, oh, man. Bro, we're at the burial site and everybody taking pictures. And I'm just taking a picture all the time. I just start crying and laughing like, yo, why he leave us? Why he go? Where he go? Oh. So immediately, one of my friends was like, yo, give me your keys. Give me your keys. Give me your keys. He's not leaving. Driving. He said, I don't even remember this. He said, I spoke to my mom's and was real quick with her, like, yeah, mom, we going to get something to eat. I'll call you back. He said, but then he said, a bill collector called you. He said, you was talking to the bill collector like it was your mom's. You was like, hey, so where daddy at? He said the bill collector was like, Mr. Brown? He's like, yo, I was cooked the whole day. I was trying to look for a video to show y'all. They had me on there and I'm just cooked. My voice got real like scratchy and loud. And it was like, yo, they was like, don't do drugs, people. They saying this to people now. And in the video, you just seem like, I ain't do drugs. I had a cookie.
Yo, it's crazy. But you know who I don't like to be around when we smoking? The first timers. Yeah. Right? Or the ones that think they know what you do. I had two experiences. And one, I got to shout out my brother James. He went and talked to Jesus. We was at prom. Remember his prom. They had him in the bathroom and down in the shore, and they had him smoked out in the bathroom. I was in my room sitting there drinking. You know what I was drinking? That's how you know it was disgusting times. An Incredible Hulk. I want to get this like. So I'm in there drinking an Incredible Hulk. James comes.
That shit was coming out his ass like the Hulk too. The next
yo. You didn't have to. Yo, You didn't have to come up to the daggone mic and that shit was coming up through his ass.
You know what's crazy? Hypnotic was my best drink, yo. I loved Hypnotic, yo.
Bro, terrible. But then this dude calls me and was like, and you know James. When James is in dramatic, James is like, Bill, I need to talk to you now. I said, what's wrong? He goes, Bill, they had me hot box in this room. He's
with
like,
red cotton mouth.
He goes like this, I can hear my heart. So now, mind you, I'm trying to take him seriously, but I'm laughing a little bit. He goes like this, no, Bill, I'm not playing, Bill. I can hear my heart. Now he goes, touch it. Grabs my hand, puts it on his heart. Now I'm not gonna lie, his heart is like this. I said, okay. He goes, you hear it? Nope, don't hear it. I can feel it, but I said, yo, you just got to calm down. He goes, no, Bill, you don't understand. No. And I'm trying not to laugh. He goes, I need to walk. So I take him to go for a walk. He starts talking to Jesus. He goes, Jesus, if you get me through this, I will never do this again. And I'm laughing. He goes, Bill, do you see me talking? Now, mind you, we've only walked the length of a parking lot. James says, how long have we been walking? I said, bro, the stairs is right there. He goes like this. I don't want to die.
Oh my God.
I said, what?
Oh my God.
So when I had that right there, I had somebody take an edible. And they get back to, after they took the edible, they're like, yo, is this an edible story? Yeah, these are edible stories. But friend called me. I'm not going to put him on blast. And he said, first off, we all had edibles. And I knew he didn't need more. And he goes like this, yo, what's up with that dessert? I said, nah, you need to chill. It's going to hit you different. I gave him a little more. He was like, okay, cool. Drive home. Someone calls me and says, yo, what did you put in the edibles? I said, not the same thing I did. Well, John said that his mouth is real cotton. I said, you need to drink water. You know what he tried to eat? A biscuit. One of the dumbest things to ever do. Then
you never eat it. I don't eat
but
no
roll. They asked me, they said, yo, can you come over here? Because he's really bugging out. He wants to go to the hospital. I said, yo, he's just high. He got to chill. I get over there. Mind you, this is on Christmas Day. I pull up. The dude is outside with shorts on, a wife beater. There's snow on the ground. He's out there running back and forth, just doing this and that. I'm like, yo, my man, go inside. He goes, no, I'm good. I just got to breathe. I'm like this. All right. We go back inside. And then he comes in, and then he goes, you think I'm playing? I gotta go to the hospital. I said, yo, you gotta chill. Drink some water. It's gonna wear off. So then they go to me and say, yo, like this. This is what they said. Yo, Bill, you gonna come to the hospital with us? I said, hell no. As soon as we get in there, they're like, who gave you the drugs? Him. I'm like,
with this.
He said,
yeah, you
I think I'm playing.
Yeah, I think I'm going. He's like, I need to go.
Wait, she said, I've been asked how to get them unhigh. You know,
yeah, I've been asked how to get
high, and I'm taking it, and I am the
If you want to get unhigh, start eating a lot of salty ass chips.
Listen, I am the least experienced out of the three of us. That's a scary feeling when us newbies don't know how high it is. Yo, you be sitting there like, yo, this is not cool.
Yo, I've had edibles where I felt like it made me overactive and I didn't know like what to do. I just started thinking about I gotta do meditate. I gotta do this. Like and I had to really just stand and say, okay, Tuti, just sit the fuck down because you don't know what the fuck is happening.
You ever get to the point where you got to tell yourself, it's the weed, Bill. Like, it's the weed. Don't even, now you're thinking too much. Like, I gotten high where, like, they had these thing called Wonka bars, right? But you know how the little Hershey bars, they come like 3 in a row, the little pieces? You get the little pieces, so it came like that. I one day put it in the freezer because I wanted it to be cold so it don't melt. I break it. So it was like one whole one and a piece of the other one. I'm like, it's just nothing. It should be all right. I took that joint. I'm so high. They was in there playing with my nose. and I was seriously sick. I couldn't do nothing. I felt like I was paralyzed. And I
Mm.
was like, I want that joke I be doing. I want to get off the ride. That joint is so real. I
Yo,
was sitting here like that. I want to get off the ride. I'm like, stop playing with me. Like it
that
was bad.
that's a
After that, I
ride
said, no,
for
I'm good.
that's a ride for your ass. I don't, especially if you're not used to it. You know, like Queen said, it's one of those things where you like, I want to make sure that I'm safe.
Yeah,
Like,
like that's
yeah, I'm not safe. I'm not. I got to get back to. I got to work tomorrow. Like you started saying, like, come on, I gotta. When is this gonna be over? Nope.
yo. Randy just said we had two friends got so messed up they couldn't remember their room number on the resort. They had to put them in a wheelchair and took them to the front desk to find out what room they were in. That right there is
That's
crazy
hilarious.
work.
We
All
just
right.
got when we did the smoke and we ate edibles too that day. And like I said, that ride to the strip club from the hotel was the quietest ride. And then we went on like this road thing, and I felt like I was in like GTA. And I'm there like, yo, we in GTA right now. And everybody's like, what? I'm like, we just high. I'm
Yo,
high.
we got to go on
Got in the
Randy's next
strip.
trip.
We got in went to the strip club, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was just laughing and laughing. And the girls is there and they stripping and they coming to us, but there was just one stripper that I saw and I just couldn't stop laughing. Every time she got on the stage, I just couldn't stop laughing. And I said, nah, we gotta go.
Disrespectful.
Just
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yo, Randy said wheelchair Jimmy is an award we give out every trip now since that's his
Oh
name.
my God, that's crazy.
That's called white girl
Wheel,
wasted.
wheelchair Jimmy. All right, y'all. So, people, we do have a couple topics we're gonna talk. Like today, we were just winging it. That's how we do it. Sometimes it be a wing it Tuesdays, whatever we're gonna get ahead and do. But today, me got a little topic for us, and we're gonna jump in and see what it is. So, me, take it away.
So today we're talking about from the block to boardroom, right? So I was having a conversation with somebody, and having that conversation with them, they realized their journey. Like they didn't, how can I say it? She comes from a background where she was not only sold when she was younger, but she was, in the street life. She was a pimp. She sold drugs. She was outside. She did a lot of stuff. And then she was arrested. She did federal time, came home, and now she owns a very good high. She's a CEO now. You understand? And a lot of people out here don't only come from the block. You understand? The block is not only, oh, I was outside and I sold drugs. A lot of people's upbringing is not how it is now. Like their lifestyle, how they live. Some people run a whole boardroom. Some people are CEOs, have their own company, running an amazing business. Their life wasn't always like that. And having this conversation with this amazing woman, it led to her realizing it was a journey. It was a journey for her to sit and change her mindset from the age of 13 to almost 27 years old. Her life was pimping girls, being a prostitute herself, pimping girls, selling drugs, you understand, robbing people, stealing, doing all of this stuff, to where she had to go through the changes of, like I'm always saying, reprogramming herself, to reprogram herself from thinking that's the only way she's gonna make it in life is that lifestyle.
Mm.
So I do feel a lot of people need to, a lot of us people that watch the show, even us, even other people out there, it's good to always express and speak on your journeys. The journey is not, it's not always, yeah, because I did it and I met with this CEO and I met this person and I was able to make this person. Sometimes we got to sit and talk about the pain that you had to go through to sit and change your mind and change the way you've been and change the way you move and change the way you do things to get to where you're at right now, and realizing that it's not always happy go lucky. It's not always, you lose a lot. You lose a lot. You lose people. It's not only through death, but you lose communication. You lose people that was supposed that you, in your mind, you know, people sit and when you start a new path, you start a new path with certain people in it with you, right? You know, you could be in a relationship, right? You could sit and say, I want to sit in and change my life from being living in poverty to having some type of abundance, and I want to do it with this person who I'm with, and within that journey, y'all not together. You know, that's a painful. That's part of the pain of growing. So I, you know, from the block to boardroom, I'm like, you having that conversation with her made me think of this, because a lot of us need to speak about the pain that you go through to become a CEO, the trials and tribulations that you have to go through to be able to sit in a boardroom. It's not, oh, you gotta, some people made it and they was living in their car. You know, I did a I did a reading for somebody who was a doctor, and she's a doctor, she's not a doctor, she's a resident. And yellow shirt guy is getting sleepy.
Yo, I'm looking at the comments in the thing right here.
Whole thing is
he said,
everybody.
No, I'm looking at the. I don't know what he said. Get to the point, JC.
Just kidding.
No, that ain't just kidding.
Oh, that wasn't just kidding.
Just kidding.
That was just kidding.
JK. That,
Okay.
look, well, maybe you don't know how
Okay.
to spell.
Anyway, like I was saying,
Yeah.
we all have it's not easy. It's not an easy journey, and everybody doesn't see what you go through and see the challenges that you have to deal with when it comes to coming from the block into the
Jesus Christ.
boardroom.
He said it was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I got it. JC was Jesus. He said, get to the point. Jesus Christ. yo.
No.
Nah.
Don't
Yo,
finish.
that.
Don't listen. Who is? I don't know who that
I don't
is.
even know who that is. Somebody on YouTube. Appreciate you watching. But
Mhm.
nah, I think I hear everything with it. Oh, I saw that. You saw the spirit just came in. It was right there. But I think that it's definitely something important to talk about. I mean, when people want to know, some people try to not really address their background and where they've come from and kind of leave that in the past, but then might see, like, the ones that like see somebody that was them, you know. So I might meet somebody young and be like, yo, I was that same person. And I might try to guide them in a way to, you know, get them in this right, that you would never know that, yeah, I was on a block too, or I was doing this too. You know what I mean? So, and I think there's a lot of intelligent people on the block, in the streets, that do everything, that they don't even know that the stuff that they may be doing, whether it's illegal or whatever, there's a way that you can do that legally and make a lot of money. And this is what people go out for. So I think that's something that opens the eyes to certain people and say, you know, there is something. But then it's just like, it's the point of, are we having those conversations, and who do we want to hear it? Because some people that are on the block ain't trying to hear that conversation. They're not trying to hear that. So it's like, it's not that I'm against going back to the block, but everybody's not ready to listen. So I just wanted to be known that I'm here, you know what I mean, to put that out there. I'm here, and if the opportunity comes, I'm here. I like checking out podcasts that don't get a ton of views, just having fun.
No, appreciate it,
man. Thank you.
I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly, because, like Meek said, it's just transitioning the blueprint of the block
Lex, what's good?
To the boardroom. The blueprint doesn't change. So if you were a hustler on the block, and like Meek said, we're not just talking about distributing, drugs or anything like that. We're talking about just growing up, watching hustlers and watching movers and shakers, as they say. If if you take that same ideology and conform it to the boardroom, the formula doesn't change. You know what I mean? He said it best way. He was like,
at the table.
I sold kilos of coke. I'm guessing I can sell CDs. You know what I mean? It's the same formula, just a different product. A lot of times, some people don't understand that the smartest people in the neighborhood are indeed those people that are on the block. Those are the people that know how to create $1 out of 15 cents. Those are the people that know how to take something and say, you know what, today I'm going to do this and it's going to work, because most of the time our backs are against the wall. And I say our backs because, of course, if you grew up in the hood, sometimes you was in a position where you ain't know you was getting your next meal from. That happened to any of the three of us, but in the hood itself, you had that one friend that you get ready to go to the house and they're like, nah, I'm gonna just kick it out here for a little bit. You like, you ain't got no home to go to? Come to find out, they were sharing a room with 3 or 4 of their siblings, so they would rather be outside. Now you look at them now, they know how to hustle and get to it. They're the ones that's creating stuff over and over and over again. So I think that, I think that the like I said, the formula is the same. And I think that those that have never experienced it find it a little bit harder to juggle. Like you said, the wins and losses in the boardroom. They find it hard to juggle than those that came from the block and know, we had a bad day today. We got ran down on a day. And, the equation of that is, for the boardroom is we didn't make the sales, or, we got to have cutbacks, or, the district manager coming in saying we didn't meet our numbers. Well, those are losses. I think about the block, they take it way harder than the ones that do know about the block. We like, all right.
But what I do like now is I feel like so many people were so stuck on wanting to get in these boardrooms that, let's just say, we weren't invited to or wanted in those boardrooms. So now it's a thing where we creating our own boardrooms. You know what I'm saying? The boardrooms, it depends on what is your boardroom. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be that whole corporate thing. You could start your own things now. You know what I mean? We creating our own lane, our own boardrooms, and setting our own tables. So I think that's what's important when we using what we have to get ahead and flip it and be like, okay, now this is what I'm doing. I took my mentality of selling weed to now I'm selling T-shirts, doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Let's say if that's the case, and now I'm taking this T-shirt business into a whole clothing line. Now it's a brand. Now people are wearing my stuff here and doing, but my mentality came from here. What I do with comedy, it's just a hustle. It's just something that's in me. I like that hustle, that gotta grind out and do this, because that's where I started. I started to where I wasn't making no money doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't making no money doing comedy. So I was in one room, and as soon as I got on stage, I couldn't say to see the next person because I was trying to go to the next room to try to get on stage somewhere else. And then we was bouncing around here. We staying up late doing all these kind of things. It was just a hustle. But you see other people do it. I'm just doing it, taking what I see as that street hustle mentality into what I want to do that's legal and I'm passionate about, and then turn it into, like I said, your own boardroom. I think that's what's real important right now. Are people, putting that thing, and then it depends on who you're putting on your board.
and it's business, is building the business, like you said, as far as selling the shirts, the business, because you got to know what it is to have the assets and the liabilities, or expenses, shall I say. In the boardroom, they say, what's the expense for this? You got to know, okay, for example, just using shirts, like you said. All right. If you selling a shirt, if you go ahead and say, well, I'm going to sell a shirt for $7, but it costs you $9 to make, you're backwards. You got to know that, like, nah, I can't do it like that.
The same mentality that you sit and you do when you're breaking down a pound is the same mentality that you got to do when you're breaking down a pack of 50 shirts, and how you're going to break it down to 7. It's the same thing. The only difference is that they're both businesses. The only difference is that one is a legal business and the other one is illegal.
Say that one you're not going to go to jail for.
One is illegal and one is legal. You understand? But it's all the same
business plan.
It's all the same thing. So if you could sit and wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and be out there and convinced that your bud or your crack or your coke or your dope is just as good as Pablo's in the other block, you should be able to do the same thing when it comes to something that's legal. It's all the same thing. My makeup line, the same way me growing up doing what I did, I was on the block convincing people that my stuff was good. I have to do the same thing. My shit is just as good as Fenty. It's the same concept. Just one is illegal and the other one is legal, and go the legal way. And it's a journey. It's a
right.
journey.
And to not top, but add on to what you're saying though, Meek. Also, it's understanding who your competitors are.
Mm-hmm.
It's understanding who your competitors are.
Overstanding.
Well, yeah, overstanding. Who
Mm-hmm.
competitors are, because like you
Not
said,
trying to correct you. It's just...
no. But the thing is like you said, if you could wake up at 7 a.m, know that Pablo got this over here and this one got that over there, you got to know, how am I going to make it where that person walking down the street looking for it, how they gonna make it to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting there waiting. No, I gotta somehow or another get them to skip past them two to get to me. Mm-hmm. Like you said with your makeup line, you gotta somehow or another have it where somebody say, well, why should I buy from me? Well, I could just go buy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My thing is, it's a brand name. Like that drink, like I just said yesterday, I don't know if you saw the video where I said, people be like, yo, Bill, you always got your merch on, you always got this and that. And I was like, yep, I do. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. You know who really got me really doing it? Ace. Because Ace be like, yo, Ace was wearing all his stuff. And I'm like, it's cool. But he just had it in different colors and Mac do whatever. And that's what he did. But then I'm sitting there like this.
But why wouldn't you?
No,
You're
but that's
spending money on it, right?
My thing is, one, it's a brand, right? We call ourselves a brand. And my thing is, if I'm putting all this money into Nike, Polo, and all these other stuff, why wouldn't I put that money into my own pocket? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm going out, somebody see it, they're gonna be like, yo, and then it's not like it's this shirt right here. If you didn't know me from that, you wouldn't know this was mine. You know what I'm saying? It don't say billionaire on it, but now someone see it, they're gonna be like, oh, I want that. You know what I'm saying? That you got to be your own walking billboard. Because if you ain't putting yourself out there, who's gonna do it? I'm not waiting for nobody to get ahead and say, hey, go buy Bill stuff. Nah, I'm gonna ask y'all to buy it now. And then later on when it pop, like, hey, I've been telling y'all about this. Been doing it for years. But like I said, I feel a lot of us, we let society, we let the social media and us stop us from our purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because we sitting there worried about what people think, worried about what they gonna say, and worried about keeping up with people. When you don't know, you got to be the trend. You know what I mean? That's what's real about it. But to get, especially when a stranger came up, that was just confirmation for me. Like a stranger come be like, yo, what is that? Is that a clothing line? I'm like, no, it's my line. Introduce myself. He's like, no, I need that. Like, nah. So I'm like, it was dope, to get have that. But that's definitely something that is important when we do it. Shout out to Snakefly, another t-shirt, clothing line. I'm gonna just say t-shirts, clothing line that's out the Snakefly LLC. So make sure y'all get ahead and follow them. Shout out to them. Good Brunchin. I know they're about to drop some stuff coming up for the summer. So be on the lookout for that. But y'all already know what it is. When you see Ace getting into this car, y'all know it's time to get to work.
Because I got to go get the little one and take the doctor. And I'm supposed to be there. I got to be there by 1:30 because otherwise they make you wait until the kids get out of school at 2 o'clock.
You already know, bro. You already know. But people, listen. We got another. Hold on. I think we got another comment. Let's see what he just said. He said, "Bill, you're a comedian." Oh no, I know too many of you mofos. No, it's all good. Yeah, I'm a comedian. Yeah, definitely. Check out the page, man. Check out the page. Make sure you follow us and stuff like that. Ace is a comedian also. Ace is a comedian also. And Tamika.
I'm not a comedian.
She is not a comedian. She's your favorite tarot card reader. Make sure you go ahead and go check her out for those. But Ace, what you got coming out? Are you frozen?
He froze.
Oh, my man Ace is frozen. All right, well, let's see. This week, this Friday, I am in Scotch Plains, New Jersey for the Tickle Pink or Tickle Me Pink, AKA's comedy show. I'll be out there with Miss Shade, GL Douglas, and Sean Harvey's going to be in the building. So that's going to be a dope show. I'll be hosting. And then I will be in Atlantic City on Saturday. I'm riding out on the bus ride, comedy on the bus with Monique Latisse going down this Saturday. We're going out to Atlantic City. Got two buses. She got two buses packed. And I'm just going to get ahead and keep showing the love. I need y'all to do me a favor. May 4th, my sister Monique Latisse will be doing her comedy special. She's on her tour, Now or Never tour, and it will be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick on May 4th. So please, if you can make it out, please go out and support. That's my sister. If y'all know, I got the other podcast I do called the Save the Sunday podcast. She's on there with me. It's my sister in comedy and doing what she needs to do, producing it on her own. So definitely go check her out. Bill, do you have the Save This Spring jackets? I have the windbreakers that we about to get and do. So you want a windbreaker? Let me know. You know, we got you. We make it right. We get you right. So we can definitely do it. Meek, you got anything coming up? What's going on with you, Meek?
No, I'm just mentally preparing myself to get ready for Lala's wedding.
Come
This
on now.
weekend is her bridal shower.
Antigua, we coming.
We coming to Antigua. Antigua, we are coming. So the focus now is Lala's wedding because we on crunch time right now. So this weekend I'll just be going to something that she's doing.
And I have no problem with the work trip. Work trips is great.
Work trips
Especially
is great.
work trips are great,
Work
especially
trips
when you're
is
going
great.
there in Antigua. Okay,
Come
because
on
I'm
now.
working in Antigua. All right. What Nazir John said? What he said? I probably do know some of your peoples. I probably do. I probably know. Where you from? Where you from, John? Where you from?
Where you from, Mr. John?
No, we got another Mr. John.
Got
Shout out to
another
Deacon
Mr.
Comedy.
John.
Just pulled up in here. Shout out to Deacon Comedy in here.
Hi,
Thank you for everybody.
Deacon. You
No,
know what?
DeVito.
That's not gonna sound right for me to say it this
Okay.
way. I want to have a smoke session with Derek because to say a smoke session with a deacon is crazy.
Yo, I don't know. Derek gonna go to sleep right after. You
I
know
gotta
this
see
shit.
how Derek is when he smoke. I gotta see. That's funny.
Listen, so like I said, we hope y'all enjoyed your 420. Y'all had the Lord's flower on the Sabbath of when on the Resurrection Sunday. But yeah, Derek just shouted you out. Said toe. He said toe. You already know. Ice T Brown Sugar. Net, you know we always love you. Have a good weekend. Good brunching. Auntie, you know your chef needs one. You know we got you, Auntie. But I don't know everyone I said it. All right, y'all. But listen, we'll be back on Tuesday. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on all platforms. If you missed any of this show, you can get and catch it on our YouTube page. On youtube.com/Good Brunchin, the Good Brunchin Podcast. Like I said, follow our personal pages at Billionaire Comedy 06 and Healing_Hoods_Corp. Make sure y'all follow her, my man. I am Ace Brown on Instagram. All right, follow up. I got some new stuff coming up on my Instagram, and I'm trying to build up this TikTok, y'all. They making me go to TikTok. They said I gotta go on TikTok, so they got me talking. But I just dropped a new video on there today, so stay tuned. I'll be dropping some new videos every day. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. We will see y'all next Tuesday. On behalf of your boy Bill the Billionaire, Tamika Royale, and my man Ace Brown, we gonna holler at y'all. Good brunch and enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday. Karaoke tonight. Y'all know we at Strap. Come on, sing with your boy. I'll holler at y'all.
Good brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody.